The next morning, the sun shone brightly. Birds sang, and the wind rustled the leaves as if whispering secrets through the trees. In the heart of this lush greenery lived a large elephant, strong and wise. He was known for his gentle nature and his thoughtful ways. Every morning, when the sun first peeked over the horizon, he would wake up with a start. His ears would twitch, trying to catch the first whispers of the day. And there she was, perched on his forehead, the tiniest bird he had ever seen. Her feathers were as colorful as a rainbow, and her eyes sparkled with curiosity. "Wake up, big friend," she would chirp, nudging him with her beak. "The jungle is awake, and so are we. What adventures will we find today?" The elephant would stretch his thick legs and shake his massive head, sending leaves tumbling to the ground. "Who knows, little one?" he would rumble. "The jungle has many wonders to share. Let's go explore." And with that, the unlikely pair would set off on their daily adventures. As they ambled through the dense foliage, the little bird would fly ahead, her sharp eyes scanning the ground below. She would chatter excitedly about the ants marching in a line, the colorful butterflies dancing in the breeze, or the playful monkeys swinging from tree to tree. The elephant would listen patiently, his trunk swaying gently from side to side. Though he couldn't understand all her chirps and tweets, he knew her heart was filled with joy. One day, as they were strolling along a winding path, the air suddenly grew heavy with tension. The little bird landed on a nearby branch, her tiny body trembling. The elephant, sensing her fear, placed his trunk on her back and asked in his deep voice, "What's wrong, little one?" "Look," she whispered, pointing with her beak towards a clearing ahead. "There's a terrible fight going on. Can you help?" Curious, the elephant moved closer. To his surprise, he saw a group of monkeys huddled together, crying out for help. Their screams echoed through the trees, reaching his large ears. "Oh, dear," the elephant rumbled, his heart filled with concern. "Let's go help them." Before the bird could reply, he had already stepped into the clearing, his massive form casting a shadow over the frightened monkeys. Startled by his sudden appearance, the other animals froze and turned to face him. Among them was a troop of chimpanzees, known for their strength and fierceness. They had surrounded the monkeys, threatening them with their sharp teeth and powerful arms. "Stop this at once!" the elephant boomed, his voice echoing through the forest. "Why are you hurting these poor creatures?" The chimpanzee leader, a towering male with a scar across his face, snarled back. "These monkeys have stolen our food, and we are taking it back." "Is that so?" the elephant challenged. "Well, then let them give you back what they have taken. But you must do it peacefully." The chimps exchanged glances, their aggressive postures softening slightly. They knew the elephant was right, but they also didn't want to seem weak in front of him. Grumbling under their breath, they nodded and returned to the monkeys. As they argued over the stolen goods, the little bird flew down and perched on a nearby rock. She chirped loudly, trying to get their attention. "There is enough food for everyone in the jungle. Why must you fight over it?" The animals fell silent as they heard her words. They realized that in their anger, they had forgotten the most important thing. The little bird continued, "Friends don't fight. Friends help each other. If you are hungry, ask for help. Someone will always lend a hand." Her words hung in the air, a reminder of the values they had long forgotten. Slowly, the chimps and the monkeys began to calm down. The elephant watched him, his trunk swaying gently. He was pleased to see that reason was prevailing over anger. When the dispute was settled and the food was divided equally, the elephant addressed the group. "Remember, fighting doesn't solve problems. It only causes more pain. Instead, try talking things through like you have done now. That way, you won't hurt each other, and you can all live together in harmony." The animals nodded, understanding the wisdom in his words. As the elephant and the little bird walked away, the monkeys waved goodbye. "Thank you for helping us," they called out. "You are the kindest elephant in the jungle." The elephant smiled, his tusks gleaming in the sunlight. "It was nothing." "Really?" he said. "Just remember, I am always here for you if you need me." From that day on, the elephant and the little bird were known throughout the jungle for their wisdom and kindness. The animals respected them and sought their help whenever they had a problem. The elephant, with his strength and calm nature, and the little bird, with her quick thinking and courage, made a perfect team. Together, they helped solve any issue that threatened to disrupt the balance of their beloved jungle. One afternoon, as the sun began its slow descent, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, the elephant and the little bird sat resting under a shady tree. Suddenly, the little bird stirred, her head cocked to the side, listening intently to a faint sound in the distance. "What's that noise?" the elephant asked, his ears twitching. "I don't know," the little bird replied, her voice filled with concern. "But it doesn't sound good? Let's go see what it is." Together, they followed the sound, their senses on high alert. As they ventured deeper into the jungle, the noise grew louder, revealing a terrible sight before them. A group of wild buffaloes was stampeding through the undergrowth, their eyes wide with fear, their hooves pounding the ground. The elephant felt a surge of worry. He knew these buffaloes. They were usually peaceful creatures, never causing trouble in the jungle. So something must have scared them terribly. Without hesitation, the elephant stepped into their path, his massive form blocking their way. "Stop, buffaloes!" he boomed, his voice echoing through the trees. "What has frightened you so much that you would run amok in the jungle?" The buffaloes came to a halt, their breathing heavy and fast. The lead buffalo, a giant bull with sharp horns, turned to the elephant, his eyes filled with panic. "There is a tiger loose in the grasslands!" he exclaimed. "He is huge and ferocious, chasing us without mercy." The elephant's heart sank when he heard this. Tigers were powerful predators, and if one was terrorizing the buffaloes, it meant it posed a threat to the entire jungle. The little bird, who had been silent until now, suddenly chirped loudly. "Don't worry, buffaloes," she said confidently. "We will protect you from the tiger." The buffaloes looked at the tiny bird, confused and doubtful. How could such a small creature help them against a fierce tiger? But the elephant placed his trunk on her back reassuringly. "She is right," he told the buffaloes. "We will take care of the tiger. You are safe now." With that, the elephant turned and walked towards the grasslands, where the tiger had been spotted. The buffaloes, grateful for the help, parted and let him pass. As the elephant disappeared into the tall grass, the little bird flew up into the sky, circling above. She kept a sharp lookout for any sign of the tiger. Suddenly, she spotted a flash of orange and black streaking through the bushes. "I found him," she chirped urgently to the elephant. "He's hiding over there." The elephant, following her directions, emerged from the thicket, his tusks gleaming in the fading light. The tiger, taken aback by the elephant's sudden appearance, snarled and bared his sharp teeth. "Leave this place at once," the elephant demanded, his voice echoing across the plains. "You have caused enough trouble here." The tiger hesitated, knowing he was no match for the elephant's strength. But his predatory instincts took over, and he lunged forward, claws extended. The elephant sidestepped gracefully, avoiding the tiger's grasp. With a swift move, he swung his trunk, sending the tiger sprawling to the ground. The little bird swooped down and perched on the elephant's shoulder. "Come with us," she chirped to the tiger. "The jungle needs your strength, but not your anger." The tiger, humbled and ashamed, nodded slowly. He realized the error of his ways and vowed to protect the jungle instead of destroying it. From that day on, the tiger became part of their group, helping the elephant and the little bird maintain peace and order in the jungle. Together, they faced any challenge that came their way, proving that unity and understanding could conquer even the wildest of hearts. And so, the legend of the elephant, the little bird, and the wise tiger echoed through the ages, a tale of courage, kindness, and the power of friendship.